Welcome to Meghna Study Career. You can also follow me through Instagram. I have provided link in description box. Have a look. So let's get started with May 21st current affairs. Firstly, the Federation of Indian Export Organization reported that Indian exports are to fall by 20%. This is according to the organization will amount to 50 to 60 billion United States dollars. The Federation of Indian Export Organization was set up under Ministry of Commerce. It is the premier body of the Export Promotion Council. The organization provides an interface between International Trading Committee and central and state governments in the country. The merchandise exports from Indian scheme was introduced under Foreign Trade Policy of India. The scheme focused to make Indian products competitive in global market. The merchandise exports from India scheme replaced Focus Product Scheme, Focus Market Scheme, Infrastructure Intensive Scheme and Vishesh Krushi Gramin Upas Yojana. Next, the Ministry of Human Resource Development recently launched a new mobile application called National Test Abhyas. The mobile application was developed by the National Testing Agency. The application will help the candidates to take mock tests for exams such as JEE Mains, NEET exam and many more. The application is powered by artificial intelligence and therefore the students will get instant results after taking the test. The application also aims to help the candidates take high quality mock tests from their homes. It is currently available in Android and iOS versions. The main aim of the application is to help students during closure of educational institutions. The National Testing Agency conducts the competitive exams in the country. This includes JEE, GATE, NEET, GPAT, UGC, CAT, NET, etc. And this organization was established under the Indian Societies Registration Act 1860. The NTA is an autonomous organization. Next, May 20 is being celebrated as World Bee Day by the United Nations. The official celebrations began in 2018. The World Bee Day is celebrated to commemorate the birthday of Slovenian apiculture pioneer Anton Jansa. Theme is Save the Bees. Next, the sun has reached into a state of solar minimum. It has been more than 100 days since sun has shown zero sunspot. The sun is to enter into a deepest period of sunshine recession. The cycle of the sun lasts for 11 years. This is called solar cycle. Next, the Indian Railways operationalized the first 12,000 horsepower electric locomotive. The locomotive was built by the French Alstom company under the Make in India initiative. The locomotive was manufactured at the Madhepura Electric Locomotive in Bihar. It is capable of hauling 6,000 tons at a top speed of 120 km per hour. The locomotive was manufactured as a joint venture between the Indian and French share holding of 74% and 26%. With this, India has become the sixth country in the world to produce high horsepower locomotive. Next, the World Health Organization announced that it will initiate independent review in handling COVID-19 pandemic. In order to achieve this, the organization is to launch resolution on COVID-19 response. The main aim of the review is to put an end to the international blame game in the origin of COVID-19. The resolution was taken at the 73rd World Health Assembly that was held through video conference. India was represented by the World Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan. Around 116 countries backed the resolution of independent review. India backed the resolution. The idea of resolution was initiated by Australia. However, the resolution was drafted by European Union. China opposed the resolution. Why is China opposing? According to the available information so far, the COVID-19 is a zoonotic disease that spreads from animal to humans. Its breakout has been in Wuhan, China, and has rapidly spread all over the world. Different countries have adopted different ways to tackle the crisis. This is also to be a part of the investigation. Next, India provided 2 million United States dollars relief aid to the United Nations Relief and Works Agency to help in welfare of Palestine refugees. The aid is to be used in core programs including education and health for the refugees. In 2019, India increased its annual contribution to United Nations Relief and Work Agency from 1.25 million United States dollars in 2016 to 5 million United States dollars in 2019. In 2020, India made an additional contribution of 5 million United States dollars. This made India becoming a member in the United Nations Relief and Works Agency's Advisors Commission. Next, the COVID-19 vaccine by US based from Moderna has become the first to show positive results. The vaccine is considered as a huge success because it is the first vaccine which has been generated antibodies against the virus. Around 8 people who received the vaccine in the United States have shown positive results. The LNP encapsulated messenger RNA 1273 vaccine function on the concept of messenger RNA. The vaccine injects messenger RNA in order to generate immunity against the virus. The people that were taken the dose of messenger RNA 1273 produced antibodies and also stopped the reproduction of the virus. The levels of antibodies developed were the same as those found in patients that recovered from the virus. Next, a rare palm tree from South Andaman Island has found its second home in Jawaharlal Nehru Tropical Botanic Garden and Research Institute, which is in Kerala. The species has been brought to the Indian mainland to prevent its extinction. Next, the Union Cabinet approved several initiatives under Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan that was launched by PM Modi recently. The Union Cabinet has approved allocation of food grains, adoption of auction methodology for coal, issuance of second order to reorganize of Jammu and Kashmir, Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana, next Pradhan Mantri Vaya Vandana Yojana, next scheme to formalize micro food processing enterprises and partial credit guarantee scheme. Next, the number of beneficiaries of Ayushman Bharat touched 1 crore. PM Modi has a telephonic conversation with the 1 croreth beneficiary of the scheme. The Ayushman Bharat scheme was launched in 2018. It was earlier known as National Health Protection Scheme. The scheme provides an insurance cover of Rs 5 lakh per annum per family. The eligible families under the scheme are fixed based on the socio-economic caste census. Next, the Amphan supercyclonic is expected to reach West Bengal by May 20, 2020. The wind speed are expected to be between 155 km per hour and 165 km per hour. In order to review the preparatory measures, the National Crisis Management Committee met under the chairmanship of Cabinet Secretary. Functions of the committee. The National Crisis Management Committee reviews the measures required to deal with natural calamity. It coordinates the activities of state government and central ministries in relation to disaster preparedness. Upon constitution of National Crisis Management Committee, the Agriculture Secretary seeks directions and provides information in all matters. Next, the Rajiv Gandhi Nyaya Yojana will be launched by Chhattisgarh government to ensure minimum income availability to farmers of the state through direct bank transfer. The scheme will formally be launched in state on May 21st, the death anniversary of former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi. Based on registered areas and areas under cultivation during Kharif crop season 2019, Rs 10,000 per acre will be deposited in the bank's accounts of farmers as agriculture assistance grants for sowing crops such as paddy, maize and sugarcane. At least 19 lakhs farmers will be benefit from the scheme, for which the state government has allocated Rs 5,756 crores in the budget 2020 and 2021. Next, South Central Railway Zone has developed a robotic device named as Railbot to assist in the functions of hospital management to provide better health care to the COVID-19 patients. It will be used to supply medicines, medical accessories and to serve food to the patients without any need for physical contact. The Railbot holds sensor-based features to read the blood heat of patients and transmit an equivalent display on mobile phones. That's all for today. Hope you guys like this video. Please do like, share, subscribe and press the bell icon for more latest job updates and current affairs. Jai Hind.